Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here, and got my Simon Cowell t-shirt, got the haircut. It's all good on Tuesday morning. So I hope you're having a great day, and we've got 10 listings for the day. We're going to start off with a couple at Maple Crossing. This one here at Unit 403. Less than 800 square feet, nice looking kitchen. I normally say take stuff off the cabinets, but I do think that in this rare case it may not be a bad thing because you've got your nice 12-foot ceiling and it almost brings your eyes up and highlights the fact that you've got that space. Granite counters, and it looks like there's no hardwood floors in this room here. 2 bedrooms, only 1 washroom, less than 800 square feet. Same model on the 4th floor with the nice ceilings, sold in the last couple months in the 260s. So I think they're going to have a tricky time up at 287.9. We've even seen some smaller models that have sold, larger models that have sold around that 260, 270 range. And then we've got units that are a little bit bigger, like the Windsor models and this one here on Maple. First floor here, 314.9. So you take a little bit of a value hit for being on the first floor. Not massive, but you do. And a little bit of a plainer kitchen here. It's a good layout here, 2 bedroom, 2 washroom. And the one that we profiled, I think was yesterday, possibly even late last week, the Windsor model, I think at 312. I think has a better chance of selling with the better floors. And yeah, I would say that this one's shooting a little bit high for what they have. Hampshire Way number 111 is 347.9. I'm guessing the 111 probably faces Hampshire Way. I haven't checked that. Granite counters, pretty open concept floor plan. A couple of today's homes have hidden fees. So this one here I think is about 60, 70 bucks a month in just road maintenance. So it's like you own the place. Officially, it's more of a freehold home, but you're tied in with a road, which is a common element. So it's called a parcel of tied land, or POTL. And there's usually a pretty baseline amount, usually between $50 and $100 to maintain that. And Bastido is probably my pick of the day. 55 by 110-foot lot, and it's right in Dorset Park. One of the few homes actually in this neighborhood there's a couple, but there's not many in Dorset Park that have a true double car garage. And the home itself doesn't really blow you away. But what I like about this, double garage plus you've got a little bit of an in-law apartment here with a separate entrance. That's very enticing. That's very, very good. Maybe that's the kitchen. I'm not sure if those are the same ones or if it's different. But anyways, having a second suite downstairs, plus the garage, plus the lot, I think there's so many things going right on this one. You're going to probably have to come in and do a bit of work, but I think that it's the kind of home that will carry value for sure. Like that one, big fan. So 852 Gaisley. So here's what happened on Gaisley is that if you look at where it is, so this home at 894, so if you look at where it is, this is all green space. We can actually do it like this. So 894 has a larger lot, just recently sold. We'll say it's in the 430s because I can't release the final price. Now this one's for sale on the exact opposite side, same model. So this is where it's at. It's basically the same green space beside. You've got a similar size lot. This one has a finished basement, but if the other one sold in the 430s, a finished basement is not worth $50,000. And so that sale, the 431, I thought it undersold. I thought they could have done a lot better. So this one here, I agree that there's a little bit more upside on that, plus the finished basement. They're aiming a little high, but I wouldn't be surprised if these guys certainly crossed 450, getting up into the 460 range. I think is certainly possible. It's a great school district. You're in the Guardian Angels School District. You're in the Hawthorne Village School District. And I'm a big fan of that one. I like it a lot. I like the extra land. The green space beside is great. Munch Place is 479. End unit townhouse. And you get some hardwood floors. This looks like you'd burn your feet on the fireplace. So even though it's a family room, it seems like a very small space. And you've got a nice looking kitchen here. End unit town, 2,000 square feet plus 400 downstairs. You start to get up into this range. Maybe you don't get quite as large of a home, but you can get a pretty decent detached home for the same price. So it's a big difference between an end unit town and having a detached home. So Kingsley Court, $499. They were up at $529. And this home is only about 1,000 square feet, really. And then you've got a second kitchen downstairs. So same thing, there might be some income potential as the one on Bastido. There's the one downstairs. If you're going to do this, put in a fridge and a stove, and just how much does that cost really at the end of the day when you're selling a home like this? Make it livable. Put a towel on the rack. There's so many things that you can do to just make a space more inviting. A plant here, a little bit of rented furniture here and there can make a big difference to a home. 50 by 125 foot lot. The Crescent itself is very street hockey friendly. If you don't live on Kingsley, you don't really go on the street, but I'd be concerned about the size of the home, and the price certainly seems high. You're not talking about any garage on this property. You're really paying, it's probably a $400,000 home with upgrades. So are the upgrades worth $100,000? I don't know. We'll leave that up to the buyer. So Archer Way is $514,900. They tried a little bit higher. This is probably the price that it's going to take to get it sold. Beautiful house, and they've done so much work with the flagstone on the front. They painted the outside. They've got upgraded light fixtures, hardwood floors. Now here's the thing, the kitchen is a little bit of a letdown, right? So you can restain or modify these cabinets. You can refinish them. It's not very expensive. You could probably do it for a couple $1,000s. You put some stainless steel appliances in. Even if you got a good deal on a Corian counter, or you were a value shopper, you found a good looking countertop, you could probably take $5,000 or $6,000 in that kitchen, and you could move this home up to $525,000, $529,000. People will pay it. The kitchen and the bathrooms are very important to the sale process, and the rest of the house looks great. So I think that honoring the rest of the work by doing the kitchen, if it's in the cards and in the budget, would be a value enhancer, would be a multiplier. Because here's another way to look at it. If you had $5,000, even if Warren Buffett, who's considered the world's greatest investor, he makes 20% a year on his money. So that $5,000 in Warren Buffett's hands goes to $6,000 in a year. Now you could do a kitchen here in a month. You could sell it in, let's say, a month or two. And in 3 months, you could probably double your money, go from $5,000 to $10,000. So investing that way in your principal residence when you're going to sell it, I think, is one of the greatest things that you could do. And remember, that's tax-free money on your principal residence. You do not pay a penny in capital gains or anything like that if it's your own house. So that's a win-win-win all around. So we've got Zest. I know it looks like Zeus, but from what I know, it's Zest. $539,000. It's a plan for. I really like this floor plan. 1,835 square feet. You've got a front den here, and then dining, family plus the kitchen. Nice open concept layout. This functional room here, the living room separate, to me is a big feature. I think that it comes in very handy. Kids' playroom, home office, so on. Hardwood stairs, hardwood floors. Good looking kitchen with the wine rack. But these models, like without a finished basement, I don't know if this one really is capable of hitting the $539,000. We've seen better picks, I think, for a lot less. And so Pringle here is $649,000. This is another one that has, I think, an $85 road allowance a month. So freehold house, but you pay a little bit of extra fee, and you're paying $650,000 for an attached home, and it's nice. It's just over 2,500 square feet, double car garage. But I think that they're certainly they're selling for more than I would ever recommend. But the point is, there's a market for them. It looks nice. This exact same model sold around the $620,000 mark, and it wasn't backing onto the green space. And so great looking home inside, and then you've got the extra green space behind, which has got to be worth something. So based on previous sales with that extra feature, probably not that far off. You think about the one on Winter Crescent that we profiled a couple weeks ago. Absolutely beautiful home, 2,400 square feet, around mid-6s is what it sold for, with a finished basement. Didn't have the green space like this one, but it was fully detached on both sides, in a great street, and like I said, beautiful house. This one's nice too. So I think it'll sell. I think it's in the right spot. That's the list, 10 properties. If you have any questions, give us a call. We do tours 7 days a week. We also have a buyer class coming up later this month. And if you want to just meet at Starbucks or Tim's, doesn't matter to me, and just talk about your plans, work through the numbers, how much things cost, timelines, maybe get started on some daily updates, definitely reach out to us, send us an email or give us a call. Last thing, Milton Price Report. The new issue just came out, so if you want a copy, go to miltonpricereport.com and just leave your information. We'll send you a copy of the report. It's really designed for homeowners, local people in the neighborhood that want to know what's going on with values, and it's a great thing. We've been doing it for years. So have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.